Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first NFL carry for Rashad Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
They keep it with Penny on first down. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This time, Wilson will throw. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Penny, a first down carry. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. There for the tackle. Jacob Martin.
Hey. You got 4.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kettle. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Booker on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Kelly. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, Kelly. This is Booker on the dump off. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Right back to Booker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Leopard!
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's a give to Penny. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. And I looked at him coming out of college. I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how he was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Now Wilson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite. But the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, they've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense. And they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb at number 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra pass rushers. But on offense, they made a peace offering to their defense by signing Case Keenum at quarterback. That should calm down that position and open up possibilities on the offensive side of the ball.
A second down carry for Booker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On first, again, they go with Booker. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down throw, Kelly. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action, it's Kelly. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Kelly looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's into the clear. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got to circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Leopards! Leopard!
Kelly looking to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw on 3rd down. Kelly. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw is Kelly. Throwing on 4th down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
The receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Kelly, he's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Wilson. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kelly now to throw on second down. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
That was shot Penny. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Oh. Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. To throw on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Kelly. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Now Kelly looking to throw on second down. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Kelly drops it underneath for Booker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Kelly throwing on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Kelly on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Leopard!
Throwing again. Kelly. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
Kelly to throw. On a crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. To throw is Kelly on 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll hand off to Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Leopard.
Running again, and again it's Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard.
From the gun, Kelly. And this is going to be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Marquette King now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and run with Booker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Kelly now to throw on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now Kelly operating from the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Wilson being chased out left. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. A handoff to Penny. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
The first NFL carry here for the rookie Royce Freeman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
One left. 14.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is Penny, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Patriot! Leopard!
A play fake. Now Kelly. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Kelly throwing on first down. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They get it to him running left. That is touchdown number 1 of the NFL career of former Aztec Rashad Penny. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Kelly on first down. Looking deep for Demarius. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demarius Thomas, 46 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.